EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 50, plant. Hey. Get that ball. Back, go out. Defense.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Leo.
To throw on second down, Eason. That's complete to Smith. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming. Shoot.
2nd and 4. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Hey, foxtrot.
Looking to throw on second down. Aldridge. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ja'Kai Polite in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with him in the last game.
He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 3. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Now Aldridge looking to throw on 2nd down. Completes this one to Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, man, watch the boot.
Here's Aldridge. Throwing on 1st down. Gets it to Meredith complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Aldridge now on 3rd and 2. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Ready, ready! 18 Gator. Hey! Nice, deep river.
Looking to throw. Aldridge. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken very short. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
61, matchbox, right. Hey!
Freeman again, a first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
80 weapon. Yep. Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
Back to throw. Eason. That is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Eason. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset. Draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Looking to throw. Aldridge. He gets it to Thomas. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
This is McCaffrey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Aldridge. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Aldridge to throw. Operating from the gun. That's complete to Meredith. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Aldridge on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, Eason. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit. Mike 29.
To throw again. Eason. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now Aldridge. Off the play fake. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
On the ready.
55. Check 55. Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it down.
Here's Aldridge. Throwing on third and long. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Check 31. Check 31. 218. Chop it. Check. Check. Hey, orbit. Ready.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the penalty makes this a much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Aldridge now to throw on 2nd down. He's going to look deep for more, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Aldridge looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Eason. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Check three, check three, check three. Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Hey, you're
Ready?
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Freeman again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they get momentum going. So, you know, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you try to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Gets around him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Go.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Looking to throw. Eason airing it out, looking for Rick. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Jackrabbit, come on. Go. Ready.
Aldridge to throw on 1st and 10. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Back to throw. Aldridge. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Aldridge. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. To throw on 2nd down. Eason, this complete to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Aldridge throwing on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Aldridge going to throw again. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Aldridge over the middle. That's caught by Meredith. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. That'll be a gain of 16. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The Falcons in victory for